I joined a pro-choice panel and asked what I thought was a very simple question. What is the morally relevant difference between a fetus and a child? Within minutes, the fetus was a whale.
What?
And I was just some Phil bro with
Take his Philibro tiny dick somewhere else.
I mean, you could be right once in a while.
Okay.
And apparently I was cutting off femme-sounding people too much, even while my mic was muted. Now here's the issue. If your entire view on abortion hangs on the difference between a fetus and a child, but the only relevant difference between them that you can come up with is where they are located, can you really justify the ending of their life? In this video, we try to break that down and try to ask the question that nobody on the panel actually wants to answer. What, if anything, changes morality at birth? By the end of the video, you're going to see exactly why location, insults, and new buzzwords like femme-sounding people don't solve any of the real issues, and what a serious moral argument about abortion actually has to deal with. Let's get into it.
Big John.
Hello.
May we have
How are
your
you
age,
guys?
Please.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Great. May we have your age? May we have
Yeah, I'm
your age?
34.
And how does a woman getting an abortion affect you?
Yeah, so it affects me in like the same way that like my neighbor unaliving his child affects me. I think it's a moral wrong and we shouldn't do it.
So how does me getting abortion in whatever state I live in affect you in whatever state you live in?
The same way like I'd say that you shouldn't just like unalive somebody walking down the street affects me.
So you're just okay with going, oh, okay, that person had an abortion, so I'm going to go cry about it in my bedroom?
Yeah, I do think it's pretty abhorrent. We shouldn't do it. We shouldn't be unaliving children. Like, I think you would agree with that, right? Like,
I think children aren't in the uterus.
Okay, what's in the uterus?
Children are born.
What's in the uterus?
It would be called a
Fetus
fetus.
is in the uterus.
Okay, what is a fetus?
An
An
unborn.
unborn mammal.
An unborn, what kind of mammal, of what species?
We're not playing those obtuse games. We're all adults
a
here. We've all taken
giraffe.
biology class. If you want to ask obtuse and absurd questions, I'm going to give you obtuse and absurd answers. It's a fucking.
How's it obtuse, right? It's a human, right?
It's a whale.
It's a whale. So, okay,
I mean,
you
if you're gonna
genuinely
ask
believe it's a whale inside of the
ridiculous
womb?
questions, I'm going to give you. If you're going to ask ridiculous questions, I'm going to give you ridiculous answers. Are you
Well,
really going to sit up?
So,
here
so
going,
hold on.
What
So,
species is it? Well,
So you
is
think
it
it's a
human?
whale
We
in the
all know
womb?
It's human and alive. So
you think it's a whale in the womb? So don't whales give birth to whales? So are you calling yourself a whale?
To humans, so like,
It's not special
like,
to human beings.
you're being ridiculous.
Okay, so it's a human, right?
And yeah, whales are mammals. So a fetus
Right.
can.
So
be
what's
a
the
whale.
definition? What is the definition of a child?
A whale, fetus.
A definition of a child is a prepubescent
But
human.
we all
So,
know
I'm gonna
it's human.
drop-
We all know it's alive. What are you trying? What point are you trying to make?
well, that it's a living human being,
gonna
and
drop
it's a
it.
child by
some
definition.
more
So I don't think
studying.
we should unalive it.
Have a good day, Spicy.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Spicy.
I'll see y'all later.
How come
Have
I
a
was
good day,
muted?
Spicy.
You too.
Okay, what did you guys hear? I don't know when you muted me.
I wasn't the one that muted you, but I was telling you that if you ask a ridiculous question, you're going to receive a ridiculous answer.
Can you give me
So
like?
we all
Can you
know
give me a
it's human. We
criteria
all
of
know
what's
it's
like a
alive.
ridiculous question?
We all
so
know
I
it's
know.
human, and we all
Okay.
know it's alive. Move forward.
Right. So it's a living human child. I don't think we should kill a living
I don't
human
care.
child.
No, it is a living human
It's
fetus.
a living human fetus.
What's the ontological difference
It
between a
hasn't
fetus and a
developed
child?
into a child yet. A child is born.
Ontological difference. Now
Yeah.
he wants to do ontological
Oh,
difference.
he can. I'm just going to move past that because he's one of those Philibros, and he's just trying to wave and
Yeah.
show everybody how
It's
strong
okay
his
if you
Philibro
guys
dick
don't
is.
know the word. You can just
So,
ask me what the word means. I'll tell you.
No. I don't entertain that bullshit. You can wave your Philibro dick somewhere else, and you can
So-
answer and answer our questions. Otherwise,
What is the
save yourself
difference?
to those types of lies.
What is
A
the
child is
difference
born, a
between?
fetus is not.
Okay, so it's just geographical location.
I bet he's still talking and doesn't realize he's muted.
Why do you guys
Just
keep
want
muting
you
me?
to know that whenever he overspeaks women, I'm gonna mute him. You're being disrespectful.
I'm sorry, I didn't assume your
Whenever he
guys' gender. I didn't know you were women.
That's fine. I'm just telling you now.
Okay, so now I know. So you give me grace from before because I didn't know that you're women before because you didn't tell me.
No. Just for the full, I'm telling you now. What I
Anyways,
Okay. So a child is born and a fetus is not.
Okay, so it's just geographical location.
Another
Isn't this whole
Phil Bro
topic
argument
about
that we're not having
geographical
with you.
location? Like what? You're
Yeah, so
pleading
it's
to
just where it's
pregnancy by
physically
saying women
located
can't-
in the earth?
You're pleading to pregnancy by saying women can't abort, and we're pleading to pregnancy by saying we can make a choice for ourselves.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the difference between a fetus and a child is. You just told me where it's located.
I just told you, one is born, one is not.
Okay, so why is it being born gives you value of human life and not being born doesn't?
Because you're born.
That's circular.
How are you going to experience and live life until you're born, sir? Why do women have to sustain another being with their biology?
Yeah, it's
So
called a
it can
parental
live.
duty. Same reason
my
like a
parental
parent
duties
has to
kick in.
sustain a child that's
My parental
born.
duties kick in once it's born.
According to who?
Men don't pay child support. Nobody pays child support on a fucking fetus. A fetus doesn't have a social security number, doesn't have his own insurance. It doesn't have any type of established personhood.
So men should absolutely pay child support for a fetus. What are you talking about?
And go advocate for it.
I do advocate for it. I do think that father should have a parental duty as well.
Into parenthood. I don't think
What
we
are
should
you
be forcing
doing to
men into
advocate for
parenthood,
it?
and I don't think that we should be forcing women into parenthood.
Well, okay. So if you don't want to be parents, don't have sex.
You think sex is you think procreation is the only reason for sex? You
Well,
think-
that's
you think married couples
the
who have
vast
had-
majority, right?
Sorry, you think married couples who had their kids in their early 20s and have decided they don't want any more should just live a life of celibacy for the rest of their lives?
Yeah, I think that's the better option rather than unaliving an innocent human
Okay,
being.
you're a joke, and I have nothing more to say to you because
Oh,
this is
and
gonna
here
end
we
up being
go.
circular.
Well, now we're going to bring in the innocent, and he doesn't understand that a fetus
No,
cannot
fetuses
be
are
innocent or guilty.
Okay, what's
A
the
fetus
definition of
is
innocent?
amoral.
What's the
No,
definition
it
of
is
innocent?
amoral. It does not. No, it is amoral because.
Okay,
it
what is the
doesn't have
definition of
ability.
innocent?
It does not have the ability to be guilty or innocent.
So what is the definition of an innocent?
Why don't you tell us?
So something that is innocent has not committed a crime. Has a baby committed a crime?
A baby has not had
Has a
the
baby-
chance
has
to
a baby
commit a
done
crime.
anything to be
Therefore, it is
considered innocent?
amoral. It is not guilty
it
or
lacks the
innocent.
capacity, right? It
Yeah, it lacks the
ability to
capacity,
be
so by
innocent or-
definition,
or
it's
guilty.
innocent.
So it's amoral. Absolutely not. It's amoral.
Okay,
Do you know what
amoral.
is?
Stop.
Do you know what
Stop.
amoral is?
Yeah, amoral is
Stop.
the absence
Hold
of
on.
like a
if you're
view.
if you are appealing to the legal system, you're not found innocent or guilty. You're found guilty or not guilty. You're actually never found innocent. And by that
The
logic,
legal system is you're
a
innocent
person
till
who
proven
I'm
guilty.
speaking, thank you. And by that
I'm
logic,
speaking,
a person
thank you.
who committed a crime but was found not guilty to you would not be a criminal, and that just like doesn't make sense. Like,
Yeah, so
appealing
the
to
legal system is you're
stop
innocent.
talking when I'm talking. So
Stop
appealing
talking
to
when
the
I'm
legal
talking.
system is a joke.
So-
Like
So the legal system is you're innocent until proven guilty.
you said it. You said they're found. Yeah,
I'm
You-
saying
you
they're
brought up the legal
innocent.
system.
Yeah. So I'm just saying
You brought
innocent.
up John.
I'm saying
You brought up the legal system.
I'm
Is that
saying
what you're
inno-
appealing to?
no, I'm not appealing to the legal system. I'm saying innocent as in like a moral aspect. Like they are not something that is justifiably killed. You cannot give me a
Okay.
justifiable reason.
Last
to unalive
warning
it.
to use TikTok safe language.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Right. So.
But I feel like you're
tell
looking
me
for a
again,
reason to
Tell
kick
me
me.
again what you mean by innocent.
That has not done something amoral or abhorrent
Okay,
that justifies.
So you changed, wait. So you changed your definition because before you said that they didn't commit a crime. So now you're changing.
No, that when you were contesting the law, I was correcting you on the law. That wasn't my original case.
No.
Well, down
No.
down in the comments,
Sir, when
Rocky,
you just redefined innocence, you then inserted the word amoral, and that is
Okay, so
Incorrect.
if we're just gonna get hung, if we're gonna hung
to
up,
me in the comments. Hang
if we're
on
gonna
a
get hung
second,
up-
Big John.
Oh, am I ever
Rocky
gonna be allowed to
points out in
speak
the
or no?
comments that the unwanted fetus is trespassing and therefore it is no longer innocent.
so am I ever gonna be able to allow to speak or no? Or are you just
Not
gonna
when
guys
other
gonna cut
people
me
leave.
off every time I open my mouth and then
When
mute me?
you cut off every single woman and femme sounding person here every time they speak.
What the hell
You
is a
need to
femme
stop.
sounding
You
person?
literally just did it.
So if I just talk more femme sounding, then I won't get cut off as much.
And now you're done.
So if I just do like if I just talk more femme sounding, then I won't get cut off as much.
And now you're done.
All right, John,
We're
it's
not
up to
going to be
you.
No, you're gonna
transphobic.
get
I was gonna
dropped.
say, then you'll just be
Fucking
kicked off.
asshole.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
What you did.
Listen, I know you need a break. I need a break. So why don't we just take a second and talk about my Patreon, where you can get access to by clicking the link down below. And there you'll be able to see exclusive content just for you. Access to the hangout sessions and the raids where we actually pull some of these clips from. And You don't have to read the Bible anymore because I read it for you. Currently going through the Gospel of John, line by line, word for word, not skipping nothing. So if you want some of that, like I said, click the link. Let's get back to it.
We don't
Oh, it's
put
my
up with
turn.
that bullshit here.
Let's go,
We
John.
can take his Philibro tiny dick somewhere else because we don't do the
Hey,
Philibro bullshit.
the fact I'm a
here.
Philbro and have a tiny dick is completely unrelated.
What did he say?
All right, go get him, John.
An abortion affect you? The way that affects me is because I think something immoral is being done. And if something immoral is being done, then as a society, we should actually speak out against that immorality.
Let's go, John.
And what makes your morality better than my morality?
Well, I won't necessarily use the term better. I would just say more reasoned.
Well, no, that's what it boils down to, is it's better than what I believe.
Well, yeah, so I'm not going to say that it's better in like a quantitative sense, because I don't exactly know what moral system you're applying. But if I will say this, if you're saying
Yeah, I got
that a child in the womb or a fetus should be unalived, and you're using like normative language there is like that's something that should take place.
No one on this panel is saying that.
So you're not advocating for the pro-choice position where a woman can unalive a fetus in the womb?
Do you
That
understand
does
what
not
the
mean we are
pro-choice
saying that
position is?
women should have abortions.
We don't walk up to a woman and go, "Hey, you're pregnant. Oh, you should get an abortion." That's
No.
what
I'm not
pro-choice
saying
is.
in all cases. I'm not saying.
Well,
in
that's what
every-
you said.
No. Let me just reword it. You're saying that it is morally permissible for a woman to have an abortion if she so chooses.
Correct. And what makes your morals morally superior to mine?
Yeah. So when we're talking about the type of thing that's being unalived, when we're talking about the fetus in the womb that's being unalived, I think it's going to be the case that kind of like the previous guest, where a fetus is going to be qualified.
Although
as
John
an
never gets
innocent
muted.
Human life.
John
It
is so good at
amoral.
not
We're
getting
not getting
muted.
into the innocent or guilty again. We've already gone
Well, so
over
I'm-
that.
I'm gonna make a little bit-
obviously, obviously, you were here to hear it with the previous guest, so we're
Okay,
not
so
doing
just-
that again.
Just as a point of clarification, are you guys allowed to cut me off, but I'm not allowed to cut you off?
We are moderators on the panel. Yes.
Okay, so all right,
I
great.
mean, I'm going to do my best to try not to, but the other guy was just a dick.
So, well, I can't speak for him or
Just say
what's
I'm
in
a
his
dick,
pants.
John.
Not
Just say
asking
I'm.
you to.
Just say I'm a dick.
So, but
Yep, I'm not asking you to.
okay, great. So let's just start the question here. What is the morally relevant difference? Like, what is the trait that exists with a fetus that does not exist within a child post-mortem?
They are here
Inside of another
breathing on
person
this
and the other
earth.
isn't.
What?
Okay, so let's go ahead and take that. So the morally relevant difference is that you are here breathing on this earth, like you've been born, right?
If there's
Yeah.
only some way to avoid unwanted pregnancy.
So we
Amen.
have two scenarios, right? Let's
the
just
same
say
Latin
we
name for
have
offspring,
a
base.
20-week-old
Oh,
fetus.
here we go. We're going to hypotheticals again.
No. I'm not giving hypotheticals. This is like
Their whole point is I'm right because I'm
real
right.
life.
Hypotheticals if you're giving me a scenario. That's literally a hypothetical.
No, it's not a hypothetical. I'm giving you a scenario that happens in real life. A hypothetical is going to be something that like doesn't happen necessarily in real life. It could happen, but it's not something indicative of what's happening. So, like for example, it's not a hypothetical to say there are women who are pregnant with 20-week-old fetuses, correct?
Correct.
Okay, it's also not a hypothetical to say upon giving birth, right? You still
Mansplaining.
have the fetus connected to the mother. The fetus is still like gaining resources from the mother through.
That is incorrect because
umbilical
they are a separate physical being at that point.
No, so but when do they become a separate physical being?
At birth.
Okay, what is it
at
about
birth.
birth, right? Because this is what the other guest was saying. It seems to be that there's just the location where you exist in the womb, inside of the woman, right? And then there's the extent in which you exit the woman. So if there's going to be this just distinction of geographical location, what is it about the being in question that actually is changed?
Oh, I forgot to tell them I was live streaming.
What did you
That was my
not
bad.
understand about green eggs telling
Is
the
no
last
longer
person?
inside of someone
Okay.
else.
So that is geographical location.
I don't care. Yes, it's geographical location.
so-
Women do not have to sustain the life of other beings with their biology.
Yes, they
and
do.
by saying a woman can't abort, you are forcing her to.
Do you think they got the joke where I called her a whale?
With their biology.
Okay, but what we're asking is a morally relevant difference. So if I'm just saying the location is all that's changed,
Because
why-
I don't give moral significance to a fetus.
No, well, one second.
Arbitrary.
So why is the location? Why is that something that is a morally relevant difference, considering it's an extrinsic thing, not an intrinsic thing?
It's in regards to actually using our bodily resources. And what you're talking about is the limited time that it takes for the birthed
He's Phil
child
Broing.
to
Is Phil Broing?
be
Is just saying Phil
removed
Broing just a way to
from
get out of
the,
conversations now and
umbilical cord.
arguments?
And that is only like a second thing.
Get him, John.
So let me just repeat my question. If geographical location is an extrinsic property, right? But you're wanting to say that there's a morally relevant difference intrinsically in the type of being between a fetus and a baby that is born. What is going to be that intrinsic property? Because extrinsic
use the word
properties,
intrinsic.
Those are not things
They don't
that
like that
change
word.
moral value. So for example, now this if I am in one room, right? That's a geographical location. If I walk into another room, it doesn't change anything about me being in that other room. The only thing that has changed is the geographical location. So a morally relevant difference cannot be an extrinsic
How is John
property.
so good at getting
a
people to
morally
listen
relevant
to him?
difference has to be an intrinsic
I
property.
got to start taking notes.
I already told you.
I mean, I don't care to like your morals are irrelevant to me. I don't really give a shit about your morals.
No.
Exactly,
This isn't the
Green.
moral
I'm asking
discussion
you.
for me. This
Well-
is not a moral discussion for me. I think it's more immoral to force a woman to sustain another life with her blood organs and
Oh,
tissues
come on, let me back
than
up.
I do for her
I wanna come back
to
up.
remove it so she
Think you'll let me
doesn't
back
have
up?
to give her body to somebody else she doesn't want to.
So you just contradicted yourself then. If you say it's not a
No,
moral
I'm
issue.
not. Right. Because if I have
said
to
it's
put it
not a
into
moral issue for you.
Listen,
Hey,
if I
stop
have to put it-
interrupting.
If I
was
have to put
interrupted.
it into, if I have
Remember,
to put
John,
it
you're not
into
allowed to
a
interrupt.
moral
They can interrupt.
statement, then I'm going to tell you that your morals are fucked by telling somebody and forcing a woman to sustain another being with their blood organs and tissues. I don't base my opinion and on abortion on my morals or my lack of morals or whatever the fuck it is. I don't.
Well, that
It's as simple as that. But if you want me to respond to you in a moral manner, then I'm going to tell you your morals are shot by forcing pregnancy.
okay. So no, it is a moral discussion. So pro-choice versus pro-life.
You want to force the moral discussion. I
No,
don't
no,
care
no.
about your morals.
No,
and how
you-
your morals.
Oh, come on, let me up.
No. It's not
Let me
about.
up.
No. Listen, it's about your morals. Because you're saying a woman should be able to terminate a pregnancy because of X, Y, and Z. Now that X, Y, and
Because
Z
she has
is
bodily
going to make it a
integrity.
wait.
She
That
does
X, Y, and
not have
Z
to
is going
sustain
to make
another
it a moral
being
issue.
with her blood organs and tissues. This has nothing to do with fucking morals and everything to do with bodily integrity and giving our resources to somebody
Integrity is
else.
part of
That X, Y,
morals.
and Z is going to make.
Don't have to do it in any other circumstance, and I'm certainly not going to be obligated to do it in pregnancy.
Yeah, but
Period.
if you can't name a distinction that is intrinsic to the fetus and the child, that is a
No, you're
morally
trying to force me
relevant
to name
difference.
something because that's what that is the response that you want to hear, and I'm not
No.
giving you the response that
No.
you want to hear.
No, you can't. It's not just because you don't want to give me the response you don't want to hear. It's
John's
because
getting
you don't
upset. I
have
can hear
one
it.
to offer. You cannot.
No, you don't
cannot
care.
tell
told
me.
you I don't base my opinion on abortion in fucking morals.
You
I
cannot
don't.
tell me the difference in value between.
What don't you understand about the
Give me
morals
pictures of
being on
Spider-Man
matters
just
of
slamming her
us?
tits.
What? Don't stop unmuting when I mute you. Stop until I tell you to unmute, or you will be dropped. Goodbye.
Hey, remember that time I found out that I actually couldn't experience racism? Well, I do. It's over here in this video, where I was told because of this color of my skin, I can't experience racism, which to me just feels like racism. I mean, you're telling me I can't do something because of the color of my skin. I don't know. You guys be the judge. We'll see you over there.